Hello there guys, welcome back to Reborn with Michael Watson. Today I'm talking to you from the Palm, Dubai, as I'm here for a week with an amazing client of mine doing some intense spiritual growth work. And why I'm wanting to talk to you from this space is because I want to talk about some of the reflections and journeys that I've been on that bring me to the idea as within, so without, as above, so below. And we're going to talk about this concept today. Firstly, if you like Spirituality Simplified, please consider giving me a like, share and subscribe. And if you want to learn a bit more from me, I have my free Facebook group, The Healing Circle, or I have my paid membership, the Living Reborn membership. Come check it out. Anyway, guys, so I wanted to talk to you because, look, I'm not taking away. Look at the view behind me. I'm staying on the Palm for a week in a mansion with a wonderful client. A lot in my life has changed because of these concepts too. So I wanted to speak to you guys today about it because I want you to realize what it all means. As within, so without, as above, so below. We must start to really understand that is the most important knowledge that we could ever know. You see, and by the way, let's not laugh at me. I'm not being bougie. If I don't have these sunglasses on, I'm gonna be squinting the whole time in this video, okay? But the point is I've spoken heavily on this subject of the idea of how do you live in the end, the trueness of living from the end. And the concept here is I'm walked into this amazing mansion which has an infinity pool which goes straight onto the beach. There's the sea that runs through the palm, which is warm. They're living in this idea. When you first walk into something like this, you may have a whoa reaction, but what I've tried to understand is I've tried to normalize the idea of luxury. See, I think sometimes when we're trying to work to live in the end, we're trying too hard to feel like the excitement of the receivership. But the thing is you're gonna have appreciation in life. Let's not get this twisted. I want you to have gratitude, appreciation. We don't just want to be that blasé that we just and nothing gives us any feeling. But what I'm trying to say is that it's when we start to make these feelings so high vibe, high intensity. You know, walking into this place now, by the end of these 7 days, this will be the most normal place to be for me. And the guys that I work with here who are very wealthy, they don't consider it unusual. So the point being is you rise up to your standard. You rise up to where your self-concept says you are. My life has been shifting very dramatically because the self-concept now is that I have value and I deserve wonderful things. And why have I created that concept? Because I decided in my mind that actually it would be unhelpful of me to the people that I love and the people that I wanted to help if I didn't rise up and manifest success and ease and flow. Because basically the whole point of me doing this channel and the coaching is I was like, I'm going to live how I preach and see what happens. Well, what I'm preaching to you is this. It's not about being more positive. It's just about dealing with the negative energy. Find peace and harmony. I love the idea of that. Now, I've taken something like the idea of surrender. Surrender isn't letting go and not having any care in the world towards anything. It's actually saying, this is my concept of it, surrender to me is more so I'm going to surrender my worldly reactions to life and not have any emotion towards the things that are happening except what I intend to have emotion towards and I want to increase. So now you get this very wonderful sort of baseline energy which is so creative and it's so neutral. And then living in the end, then I'll just start to intend or visualize through claiming infinite abundance flows through me and to me. And then now I can start to live in this sort of energy of knowledge that because I'm neutral and now I've laid an intention, now it happens. That's for me living in the end. I'm very at flow with life. Living from the end isn't going, right, I'm a millionaire now, so I'm going to go buy a Lamborghini even though I'm making 20k a year. Right, all right, my leg is still in pain, but I'm going to run a marathon. Living in the end is having no problem with what's happening now, because it doesn't exist really, except it's something you're experiencing. So the less that you have emotion towards the experience, the more you're going to be flying. So how has this really changed my life? Well, I wanted to make an impact with my coaching, and I wanted to change the lives of many. Well, that's starting to happen, and more people were starting to see my message. So that's how I've been living in the end, because let's put it in this way, I started to think of myself as a thought leader. Rather than a hoper, rather than a trier, I started to say, no, I'm going to claim divine guidance to give the message that people need to hear. Not from an egotistical place, because you see, actually I give up any concept that this is me doing it, little me, conscious me, and I'm actually thinking more of it as a grander thing working through me to do this, and that's not egotistical in any way. It's more just accepting that I'm not the one who's got the reins here. I've given it over to the divine. And that's what Neville Goddard is talking about with the bridge of incidences. That's what he's talking about. You're then guided by a sort of invisible lifeward force that wants to bring and give you all the things that you desire. So it's like, well, if there is that invisible force, and that invisible force is always lifeward, isn't it? It's like there's a palm tree behind me here. If I slice into that, it would heal up that over the coming weeks. Did it have gratitude? Did it have intense emotions about it? No, it's the life energy, the life principle, as Joseph Murphy calls it. So you need to connect to that life principle by making your inner environment one of peace. If I put acid in that soil there, that tree couldn't grow. So you must tend to the garden bed of the mind and the feeling within the soul. This is your number one goal. This is your number one thing. Once you've done that, then be open to the potential of experience. Now, the next thing that I'll tell you, and this video has got a lot of information in, I never go intensely specific. I have on one aspect of my life, and when that comes to fruition, I'll let you know. But I like to go general specific, which is, I'm where I'm meant to be. I'm doing what I love. I'm infinitely prospered. I'm infinitely blessed. Can you bring that into your experience too? Try it out. Start to negate what is happening in life. Become very neutral. Love, peace and joy will rise up out of that. Then aim your awareness towards that which you want. Then let go and surrender to life and let God take the reins. I'll see you at the next one, guys. Thank you so much.